All right. Hello, everybody. So, I have here a brand new game that I found on the Steam store today, and I've never seen it before, ever. And it just looked really cool. It's a horror game, and it's called My Friend is a Raven. And it just looked really interesting to me. I've never seen it before. I think it only came out I think it said earlier this week or something like that. So I was just really curious. It's really cool because Steam keeps giving me all these different alerts and things like that of when sorry, I'm setting up my chat as well. It just sends me alerts of new horror games and things like that. And I'm just really excited to get into this. I saw this. I was looking through a few different games, and this one really, really deeply fascinated me. I'm not really sure what it's about. I kind of watched a quick preview, saw a few images, and I was like, wow, this looks really creepy. I want to get into this. So it looks like we have Hell for Gamers hanging out with us. It looks like my good buddy Wrath of Wood is hanging out with us as well. Hell for Gamers says, I love horror games. I can't wait for a true 3D gaming, I assume, horror game. That would be really awesome. They did do, I have seen obviously I haven't played it, but I have seen the Five Nights at Freddy's virtual reality gameplay. And that looks scary as hell, Maybe someday I will get into some virtual reality gaming, but for now I'm just kind of settling with what I got on my computer here, and it looks pretty awesome, so I'm really excited. This is some kind of indie game. Like I said, I've not heard anything about it other than what the Steam store told me about it, so I'm really excited to get into this. I'm also really happy to say that my sister and her friends are supposedly hanging out with us watching the stream. Don't know if they can communicate with us, but I assume that she's probably in here hanging out. And I say, hello, sis! Good to see you, good to have you in here, and let's get into this. Let's have some fun. I'm excited. I have no idea what I'm getting into. Like I said, the preview, I just briefly watched it. I set up the game a little bit to make sure it worked, but I have no idea what's going to happen, so let's do this. Hey, Rebecca's in the house! Good to see you, girl! From the ground of the earth humanity was conceived, and into the soil the ill spirit shall return. Lutum. I fear that this city will soon fall. Okay. I lament for I have cherished this home. One last time I shall look upon these walls before I speak to the Raven. Okay. Hell for Gamers says there is a new technology that layers 42 screens and uses eye tracking to provide real depth imagery and video. That sounds really interesting. That'd be really crazy for a horror game. I must find some food to coax him to me. Okay. Use A and D to move and use the mouse to interact with or pick up items. Okay. So it's kind of like WASD, but I'm assuming that... Oh, okay. Let's see. Can I just click random things? How greatly I wish my family could visit me during this time. This plant is really weird. God, there's just the visual style of everything is really... I love the whole pencil effect. As a person who likes to sketch a lot with pencil and paper and just using, the different tones of black and white with a pencil, I really like this style. It's very eerie and interesting. I recall many occasions when my friends and I would sit and visit all night long. What happy memories we made. His slow writing is a little weird to me. I'm trying to like keep up with it as smoothly as I can. Ooh, what's this? What's this thingy? What's this thingy? Yeah, Wrath of Wood, this is kind of cool. It reminds, Hell4Gamers says it reminds me of Salad Fingers. God. I used to watch, like, so way back in the early days of, Pouch, I didn't even read that. I should have read that. Whatever. I'm sure it'll be relevant later. It looked like it said Pouch of Seeds or something, so maybe that's what the Raven wants. Back in the old days of, like, video and animation, I used to hang out on Newgrounds as a young teenager. Which was an amazing website for its time. And I remember watching the original Salad Fingers videos, like the animations on Newgrounds, and bleh. Like, I loved them, but I hated them at the same time. And I actually used to follow that animator really heavily. Like, he used to do... In fact, there was a weird joke that he did in one of his really obscure animations. Like, he did an animation that was all about, like, doctors prescribing medications, but, like, the medications made no sense, and, like, all of the rules of, like, whether or not you should take the medications made no sense. And it was really weird and surreal. And he also did one where it was just, like, about, like, a nightmare he had. And it was super weird, and there was this really great scene where this lady was holding a cat by the legs, like grabbing both legs with her hands, and she was like pretending it was a machine gun, and she was like do 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 do, like pretending to use the cat as a machine gun. And like the cat like jumps out of her hands and starts talking to her. He's like, I don't like it when you do that. I wish you would stop it. And she's like, oh, I thought you always liked that. And he's like, no, I don't like it when you pick me up and you use me as a machine gun. I really hate it. It scars me. Like, I always thought that was so weird and funny. That animator was so great. What is this? It's saying something about the hands of the clock. Can I grab them? What is this? I don't know how to interact with this. Can I click these? Oh, I can! Okay, so it's these I can click. Okay, so this looks like some kind of, like, clock puzzle thing. Okay, so they only go one direction. I can't click them back or anything like that. Yeah. I don't know what this is. Maybe... Just to try something out, I'm going to... Wait a minute. Oh wait, no, it's just like that. Okay, I thought it was like changing the lighting or something. Let's see what happens if I like put both hands facing 12. Just to experiment. I like rusty spoons. Yeah, he was a freak of nature. I was watching... Oh! I knew that would do something. What happened? Sir, I am sickened and in need of aid. Okay. Would you spare the time to help an ill soul? Sure, Raven. I like ravens. They're really smart and they're interesting creatures. If you are sickened, begone. That's not very nice. I want nothing to do with your pathetic plea. Save yourself the effort of disrupting a human. That's not very nice. Ravens are very smart and caring animals. I read a story once about a girl who like found a hurt raven like out in her yard. And she like took care of it and repaired its wing and like, you know, she let it go after it healed up. And then the raven like apparently told like however ravens communicate, like communicated with other ravens about the girl helping that one raven. And so now all the ravens like fly to the girl's yard and like leave her like little treasures and things like that in the yard for her to find. And I thought that was really interesting. Like, they're really smart birds. They're probably the smartest birds ever. I really like them a lot. What a beautiful vista. Is that it? Okay, that's it. Okay, opening the door. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay, so there's a fridge here. If there was anything left inside, it would be very unsafe to consume. You got it. You're the boss. I mean, you know, you're the one living here, so, I mean, if you're keeping... Oh, there's more. Everything in this kitchen spoiled instantly? Huh. Like, just everything went bad all of a sudden. Weird. The shelves are completely barren. Completely barren. Okay. Hell for Gamers says, the crow is the only other intelligence on Earth that will make tools. Apes can use tools, but the crow will fashion hooks out of wire to get food out of a hole. One of the coolest things I've ever seen was I was watching a documentary that was talking about ravens and crows and things like that. And they showed this really amazing scene of these ravens that would, like, they would get these nuts that are in unbreakable shells. And, like, I mean, not unbreakable, but they're very, very hard to break. Like, they can't break them on their own. And they would fly into cities with these nuts. And they would fly, like, over the crosswalks of, like, you know, the streets and stuff like that. And they would drop the nuts on the ground. And they would wait until the cars were allowed to go, and the cars would smash open the nuts. And then they would fly down to the sidewalk and then wait until the crosswalk allows people to cross. And they would cross along the crosswalk right where they dropped the nut, and they would eat the nut in the crosswalk. Which was, like, it's so cool because they were just, you know, being careful with how they would get their food and using the cars as tools to open them. It's just, it's awesome. They're so cool. A large pile of feathers. Okay. I am quite unsure how the birds got inside to leave such a mess. Weird. I thought this rat trap to be unusable, but I believe it may still function properly. I thought this rat trap to be unusable, but I believe it may still function properly. What does that mean? What does that sentence mean? I thought this rat trap to be unusable, therefore you cannot use it. But I believe it may still function properly? So in other words, it's a properly functioning rat trap. But for some reason you have an inability to use it? Like, what is this guy saying? I don't understand your madness, man. I don't understand it. What the madness? Ooh, is that a bottle? Can I pick it up? No, they won't let me interact with it. Okay. So this looks like a door. Open up the door. Ooh, God, it's so dark. It's so dark in here. Okay, so this looks important. Stay and Play is lurking, and we're all beating up lurkers. How dare you lurk? How dare you be a lurker? Why you do it? Why you lurk? Small piece of paper that reads, "In the face of the noon shadows, you rejected my plea. How I do hope you haven't forgotten." Is that talking about the raven who was asking for help? Okay, Stay and Play just wanted to say bye. Come over and say hello. Hey, Mike Hatcher in the house. What? What is you? Are you streaming from your bed? Stop! I can only get so turgid. Turgid? I don't. Is that a word? I maybe I don't know that word. Are you saying words I don't know, Mr. Mike Hatcher? Are you saying things that I can't possibly understand? Why you do this? Why you do this? Is that another looks like there's more feather. Oh! The raven may come if I show myself atop the balcony. I also only just now realized that this guy is wearing like a plague doctor's mask. And he's like talking about like food spoiling instantly and everybody being dead, so maybe this is like a story about a plague or something? I don't really know. Okay, alright, Mr. Hatcher. I'm glad I can assist you with that, I guess. I suppose it's good that it's just, I can't help it, I'm just so beautiful. My beautiful, beautiful face, I can't help it. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to deal with the fact that I have an incredibly beautiful face. And this is my living room. I don't sleep here. Well, sometimes I fall asleep on my couch, I will admit. I do sometimes do that. It's the Raven. This Raven looks different than the one I saw in the, when I was messing around with the clock, though. Good day, dear Raven. Good day, sir. I could not help myself noticing a delicacy in your hand. Well, stay and play. Sometimes it's hard keeping sexy back, but a lot of the time I just like to, you know, bring sexy back. I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. May I ask you what a lone soul might be doing perched upon a building holding a bag of seeds? Well, these seeds belong to you now, good Raven. This is a very weird conversational exchange they are having. Everything is so formal. Like, they're just all talking so formal and weird. It's very off-putting. Yes, it's very true, stay and play. Very true. Sometimes we gotta work extra hard just to keep that super sexy look upon us. Okay. I accept your offer with vigor, but I wouldn't consider there much to discuss. You know, it's actually interesting. I do have to say that the pace, because like they won't let me like some games they'll have like dialogue exchanges and like you can like click a button and then they'll instantly put the dialogue on the screen so you can read it all at once. In this game they're not letting me do that, but I have to say the incredibly slow pace of like the dialogue coming out word by word, it's very creepy. Like it's in its own special way really creepy. I accept your offer. Yeah, I already read that. Okay. I asked you for aid, and you rejected me. Okay, so this is the Raven from the clock? Indeed, and I have no words to describe my regret. Huh. The only reason you regret anything is because of the punishment I have brought upon you. Okay. I'm actually really curious, like, where this is going. Truly, Raven, I have learned the error of my ways. I wish only to plead for your forgiveness. Okay. Why should I grant you anything more than dirt? You left me ill, and in the same way, I shall leave you. Okay. So, like, so he's begging the Raven for something? Like, he wants something from the Raven that he's not getting, and so he's trying to give the Raven food to make it happy to get something from the Raven, and the Raven is just not into that. talking to a raven, definitely not, totally not weird. Totally not weird at all. Rebecca says, random update. As of 3 a.m., I became one drain lighter. It decided to abandon its job and fell out. Okay, well, Rebecca, keep taking care of yourself. Hope you recover quick. I'm not sure if it's a good thing that you lost a drain. I'm going to hope that that's a good thing for you. But I do hope you continue to have a nice, quick recovery. Does this say anything different, or is this the same? A small piece of paper that reads, in the face of... Did I read this? The noon shadows. This seems different. You rejected my plea. How do I hope you haven't forgotten? I can't remember if I read that or not. I feel like I must have, because that note is like in plain sight. Doesn't seem like there's anything else going on in here. Let's leave. Whoa. What? Oh. Oh, I don't like that. What is that? Oh, what? Dead rat added to inventory. Move over the copnip of the screen. The top? What? I couldn't... It looked like it said copnip of this... Oh! Okay, here we go. Dead rat. Why do I need a dead rat? And why is it there? Why? And why is there plants growing like all in my house? Who said this was a good idea? Oh, this is the same. This is definitely the same. I don't know why, it just looks a little... Is this any different? No, this... Oh! Whoa! Oh, it's just him. It's just him walking around. Okay. Whoa. What? Wait. What? Really? Ending 3 of 4 endings. Unforgiven. You unlocked the passive ending. Okay. So there's clearly more things we have to do. And God, that was weird. I have no idea what happened. I have no idea what happened. Okay, no, we're jumping back into this. There's no way. There's no way I'm done with this yet. There's no way. There's very clearly there are more endings. Alright, humanity was conceived. Into the soul, the ill spirit shall return. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I fear... Okay. Will soon fall. Right. Okay. I lament for I have... Okay, so... There's clearly more things going on, but I'm not sure... I feel like I can do more stuff with the clock, but I'm not really sure, like... Maybe I'll just try different, like, number sequences on the clock and see what happens. Cherish this home. One last time, I shall... Or also, what if I go out to the balcony without looking at the clock, too? That might be another thing I can do. Upon these walls before I speak to the raven. Some food to coax him. So, and why did I get the rat? And I don't have the rat anymore. Also, another thing is maybe I should have, like, taken the rat and, like, taken it back out to the balcony. This is the same, right? Offer the seeds before the clock? That might be a good idea. I'll try that out. Okay, that's good, Rebecca. I'm glad everything is doing all right for you, girl. Oh, can I go out this door? Wait a minute. No, they're not. Okay. But I can interact with it. I feel like that might be relevant later. I recall many occasions when my friends and I would sit and visit all night long. Okay. Unhappy memories we made. Okay, so... Wait, was this... Oh, these are the seeds, right? Let me go... Oh, the door... Okay. Alright, hold on. So... First I want to walk in here. Oh, wait, was this always here? I thought... This rat trap... Oh! No, that's the rat trap. Okay. But, okay, so I want to try something. I want to see if I can go into the other room and then walk back into the kitchen and see if there's like a rat there. And then if I catch a rat, then maybe I'll go and take it to the Raven. So oh, that's what that sound was! Okay, so I heard a smack sound. So now there's a rat here, right? Okay, so I'm gonna take this rat. Alright, dead rat. So now I'm going to... Wait, is there anything with these cabinets? Shelves are completely barren. Another thing, too, is I'm going to walk back into this room and see if anything's changed. Is anything different in here? No, this all... Okay, this all looks the same. But I'm going to leave those seeds there. I'm going to go and try to give the rat to the Raven and see what happens. Okay. May come if I show myself atop the balcony. Right. I heard another weird sound which makes me think something else changed, but I'm not sure yet. Let's just go out and we'll see what happens. There is not a single creature in sight, yet I must speak to the Raven. I must have something in my apartment that I could use to attract him. Okay, so maybe I need the seeds and the dead rat, I guess? Doesn't seem like there's anything else out here. So, okay, let's go get those seeds, and I won't mess with the clock, and we'll see what happens. So we're gonna go back in here, and we're gonna grab these seeds. Okay. And then we're gonna go back out to the balcony. I do gotta tell you guys, and it makes sense that this game is short. Like, it has multiple endings, it has 4, but it's a short game. This was a free game I found on Steam, and they did say it was about 40-minute duration or so. And it just looked really interesting, which is why I got it and decided to kind of mess around and try it out. So if you guys are curious about this game, go on Steam and download it for free and take a gander, you know, a little looky-loo. Because it's really interesting. I love the style of it. I really do. Good day, dear Raven. Tell me something different. Good day, sir. I could not help myself noticing a delicacy in your hands. May I ask you what a lone soul might be doing? Perched upon a building, holding a bag of seeds. Well, my good friend, these seeds belong to you now. Good, Raven. Take them, and in return, I wish to speak to you of your destructive manner. Is this different? Your destructive manner? I don't remember that. I accept your offer with vigor, but I would hardly consider myself destructive. This is different. This is a different conversation. Wait, is it? God, I can't remember. I'm so bad at remembering these kinds of things. I do not view you with the authority to tell such lies. It sounds so different. Yeah. This is information I didn't know before. Your kind have descended upon the earth and spread a mortal plague among its people. Okay. So everybody's dead due to a plague, which is kind of what I guessed before. But they're actually telling us what's going on now. You have left our homes barren and our cities in ruins. Not a single person lives to share my grief. Oh, it's all about you then. I see how it is. Oh, okay. No wonder why. Poor little man. I could grieve with you. Really? Could you now? I could comfort you. I could be your friend and sit upon your shoulder when you become torn, but only if you have a gift to give to a sympathetic raven. Well, my good friend, have you seen this amazing, absolutely spectacular dead rat? It's amazing. There's so many amazing things you can do with a dead rat. Indeed, dear raven, I have something that might interest you. Here's a dead rat. You enjoy that, good sir. I feel like I need to be wearing a top hat while I'm reading this, maybe a little monocle or something. I am surprised at your change in heart, but I shall gladly take your gift. We may discover some similarities between ourselves. I find it possible. Hey, T-Love T, good to see you. Oh, you know what, Helfer Gamers? I think you might be right. I think he did reject the seeds last time. I think you might be right about that. You have even grown a sort of beak since I last saw you. Yeah, the doctor's mask. You could be one of us, lad. One of us, lad. One of us. One of us. I hope we might resolve what differences we have. Okay. Am I going to grow wings and fly away? I kind of hope so. I believe we shall, for I will be your friend and keep you from crumbling into the soil of the earth. Cool, this raven's gonna make me immortal. Awesome. I thank you. I thank you. Then let us go. Oh my god, am I gonna grow wings and fly away? There is so much to show you, my friend. Okay. This game is so weird. It's so weird. It's really creepy. It's kind of really creepy. Not scary, but oh, I think he did turn into a raven. I think he did. I think he just now turned into a raven. It's not scary, but it's really creepy. Friends, you unlocked the good ending. Return to... Okay, so I got the passive ending. I've got the good ending. So I guess there's probably a bad ending and maybe like a secret ending of some sort. Okay, let's jump back into this because I am piqued. I do want to know what's going on here. I mean, obviously we have a plague. We have a situation with a raven. Like, obviously the ravens have spread the plague and killed all the people. This guy's the last guy alive, it seems like. And apparently, like, he was, like, mean to the raven at some point. So, I wanna mess with that clock again. I really do. Yeah, I got the impression of that too, Wrath of Wood. I think he did turn me into a raven. This game is so weird. I like it. I downloaded a couple of other free games today too. I need to test them out. Like, I was actually smart because, like, when I did the last horror game that I'd made, like, most of you guys were probably there. When I played the last horror game that I played, it ran like shit, and I was very upset about that because the game looks amazing. And I was really upset about it, so I made sure to kind of play test this before I started it up. The other games I downloaded today, I haven't play tested. I only play tested this one to make sure it ran. And I was kind of expecting that this particular playthrough today was going to be shorter. I know I normally like to do like about 2 hours, but I thought maybe, like, I saw this game was only 40 minutes long, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I will do a bit of a shorter stream today. So I'm going to try and get every single ending in this game, but no matter how long that takes, I think that once this game's over, I'm going to call it. So, but we've got some more things to do. We've got some things to do. We got a good ending. We got a passive ending. So now we're looking for a bad ending and some other ending, which I feel like is probably going to be a secret ending or something. Yes, you cherish this home, this very sad, pathetic home that you live in. That is very creepy and weird and drawn on, and they won't let me talk to the raven if I don't have any items, so I know that that's not going to work. Okay, so I must find some food to coax him to me. Okay, so this is the couch, which I've interacted with before. I don't think I can specifically interact with this TV. There's the seeds. What else? What else is around here? What's this? Was this... I don't remember this. Was this always here? I don't remember this at all. This is a totally new area that I've never explored. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, great. I'm sure that everything behind this door right here is totally pleasant and fine. Let's go down this one first. What is this? A small vat of ink. Before the newspapers stopped printing, some articles described people poisoning each other using ink? I mean, I know that, you know, usually bottled ink is pretty toxic, but that's really weird. They act like as if I could pick it up. Maybe if I grab the seeds, grab the bottle of ink, and give the bottle of ink as a gift, maybe I'll get like a different ending? What else is going on in here? It doesn't look like there's much other than that bottle of ink. They're not letting me pick it up. God, the flies Just the buzzing flies. I know that whatever is behind that door with all the buzzing flies, maybe it's probably not good. It's probably not good. All right, let's check out this door. Here we go. What is this? Needle. Okay. Is there... Oh, there's more over here. Oh, it's a toilet. Okay. Well, okay, so honestly... a really gross toilet with flies flying around it is so much better than what I thought was going to be over here. So I'm actually a little relieved that it's just a really nasty toilet instead of something worse. Oh, and I can see like the little flies buzzing around too. Oh, that's gross. Has been some time since the water lines worked. How long has this guy been surviving like this? Is there anything down here? Okay, so I have a needle. Let me... Oh, maybe I can use the needle to dip into the ink to, like, write a note. Think I could do that? Right. Okay, so... Before the news... Yeah, so they're just telling me that it's poisonous again. Why is that relevant, though? Like, that's... The idea of mentioning that people were poisoning each other with ink, why would that be relevant? Because this is all about a plague, right? I'm going to try something. I'm going to grab this needle. Can I pick up the needle? Is that... it doesn't look like they'll actually let me pick up the needle. I was going to try to, like, pick up the needle and dip it in the ink and see if that changed anything, but... it looks like they're not going to let me do that. So let's go out here. I'm gonna try to. Can I? Oh, and now I can't interact with this. Can I interact with this door anymore? No, they just stop. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. What else? What else? Oh wait. Okay, so this is the same. So they are letting me still interact with some of these things. Yes, you and your good friends. I know. I know it's sad. It's sad. It sucks. It's very sad and depressing, but yes. All right. So okay, so I wanna wait. Oh, okay, that's just for that. Is there anything down here? I want to mess with this clock. Well, okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me go in here. God, there's so many different things I want to try, and I know that there's only 2 endings left to try out, so it's like I'm not sure exactly what's gonna work with what. Okay, so he's just telling me that all the food is spoiled. I assume that... Okay, that's the rat trap. Can I use the rat trap with... Like, the rat with the needle? Is that something I could do? Maybe... Okay, maybe what I need to do is I first need to get the seeds, have only the needle with the seeds, and then see what that does. And then... Why is the... I'm still trying to piece together what makes the bottle of ink relevant. I don't really know. Like... Here, let me... Okay, so I know that this is going to tell me it's a rat trap. It's still useful. His weird thing... I don't understand this dialogue. Like, I know that this rat trap gets used, but his dialogue about it is so weird. Okay, so let's go in here. And then we'll trigger the rat trap. Wait, yep, there it goes, okay. So, the rat trap is triggered. Show myself atop the balcony. Okay. So, a small piece of paper that reads. This is the same thing as it did before. It's like hard to tell like what things are relevant to progressing the story in a different direction versus what things are just there like out of intrigue, you know? Like just kind of like laying down some lore, I guess. Okay. So, let's go back in here. Well, actually, I don't want the rat, right? I want the seeds. The seeds are what I want. So let's go get the seeds. There's the rat. He's very unhappy. He's a very unhappy rat. Sad rat is sad. Okay, so I'm going to take these seeds, and I'm going to just go right out this door over here, and I'm going to see if I get a different ending just by having the needle in my hand. Okay, here we go. Oh, raven friend! Oh, pretty bird! Who's a pretty birdie? Hello, pretty bird. Who's a pretty bird? Who's a pretty bird? I used to have a pet parakeet when I was younger, and I used to say that to him, and he would coo. He'd be like, kurr, kurr. Dear Raven. Good day, sir. I could not help myself noticing a delicacy in your hand. May I ask you what a lone soul might be doing perched upon a building holding a bag of seeds? Possible to coax me with. These seeds belong to you now. Good Raven, to you. Take them, and in return, I wish to speak to you of your destructive... Oh. This is the same as it was previously. But we know that I have a different item. I don't have a rat, and I'm giving more than just the seeds, right? Like, will they interact with the needle? I accept your offer with vigor, but I would hardly consider myself destructive. Okay. I do not view you with the authority to tell such lies. Yeah, this seems the same as the previous one. Which is weird, because the previous one was different than the first one I did. Your kind have descended upon the earth and spread a mortal plague, yes, we know, among its people. Okay. You have left our homes barren, and our cities in ruins. Why you do this? Why? Why you do this, Raven? Not a single person lives to share my grief. Well, poor little man. I love that. Poor little man. It sounds so like unforgiving. I could grieve with you. See, this seems exactly the same as, like, the previous ending, like the dialogue. I could comfort you. I could be your friend, because I didn't grab the rat, right? I only grabbed the needle. I could be your friend and sit upon your shoulder. Oh, what if it's like we're being trustworthy, and then I grab him and stab him with the needle or something? Wouldn't that be weird? When you become torn but only if you have a gift to give a sympathetic raven. I have no gift other than your seed. Oh, so they don't use the needle. Oh, shit! Okay, this ending is different, I guess. Pathetic. Pathetic human being. Even now, you have no heart to help another being. What did he do to me? That actually freaked me out. Do you truly pity yourself as the last human alive? You should be happy you'll never encounter another man like yourself. I have no tolerance for your antagonism, Raven. Oh, this is really weird. Oh, why? What are you doing? Oh, the crunching and the screen altering and bleh, stop it. Do you believe that will give you dominance over me? I have power over you, human, in masses that you cannot fathom. This is some eldritch shit going on right now. Look at your city. I will do the same to you. Please, Raven. I must know why you have chosen such a path as this. Ooh, I hate that crunching. It's the bone crunching sound. It's blech. If you do not know by now, your blindness shall serve you a deserving platter? Platter! Okay. Give me that buffet-style vengeance, I guess. What? Oh, that sounded chill down my spine. You've unlocked the bad ending, extinction. Okay, we've got one more. That one was really creepy. So, was it, it must have been the needle, right? Because, okay. Oh, wait, no. In the first ending, I did the clock, right? And the clock gave me the... I don't think that it was the needle that gave me the bad ending. I think it was the clock. I mean, I think that me... Okay, the needle is for something. It's probably for the last ending. So, because I didn't do any of the special things, I got the bad ending. Messing with the clock got me the passive ending. And the rat gives me the good ending. So, that means there's only one more ending, and it has something to do with the needle and the ink bottle. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Let's give this a go. You weren't paying attention, T, love T? Well, you gotta pay attention, my brother. You gotta pay attention. Basically what happened was, I didn't really unlock anything special, and I assume Raven killed me somehow, and I got the bad ending, which led to my extinction, and it was really creepy and gross. Wrath of Wood says he's using the Force Choke. The Ravens are all Jedi. Evil Jedi. Do it. Alright, let's get back into this and see if we can unlock the last ending. That was creepy. That one actually creeped me out a lot. Okay, so we're trying to figure out the last ending. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the needle, I'm gonna get the rat, and then I'm gonna see if messing with both of those is gonna allow me to do something with the ink bottle. And then maybe if I don't get anything out of messing with both of those, What I might try and do is also mess with the clock and see if that changes something. Oh, it's all good, T-Love T. I'm just playing with you, bro. It's all good. Okay. God, it's so chilly. I should turn the heat on before I started this stream. I'm, like, starting to shiver. And the creepy game is making it worse. One last time, I shall look upon these walls before I speak to the raven. I'm just trying to, like, understand, like, what the connection is with this man being able to communicate with this raven. It's very weird. Okay, so we're moving. La-di-da-di-da. Okay, so I do need the seeds. Like, there's no getting around that. I gotta take these seeds. Wait, is that... Okay, it's just the same thing. Blah, 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 blah. I miss my friends. Oh, woe is me. Human race is extinct except for me. Whatever shall I do? Oh, why? Alright. Why? Why must I be the last human being? Okay, moving on. Okay, so now we know that this door opens, which I think is really weird that I only found that out, like, last time. What else? So we got this. We have that ink bottle. And we can't interact with it. We already know that. Try to see if there's anything else I can kind of toy with in here. Nope. Okay, so now I'm going to go in here. And I'm going to get that needle. Okay. Grab the needle. Give me that needle, thank you. And is there anything else? Like, that looks shiny. Is that something? No? Anything up here? Anything? Yeah, okay. So I guess that's like a shower curtain, I guess? That's kind of what I'm thinking it is. There's nothing on the floor. Okay. So let's get out of here. I'm gonna go... What a beautiful vista! Okay, cool. So we're gonna come in here, and I'm going to... Wait. I thought I saw something I could interact with over here. Maybe I was just imagining it. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't miss anything. What is that? Like, why are there... Like, another intriguing part of this is I'm actually, like, besides the fact that I'm trying to go through all the endings and figure everything out, I also really want to know, like, what the overall, like, story of everything is, because there's, like, a lot of weird details in here that don't, like, totally make sense, and I just want to know what it's all about. So can I open this? The shelves are completely barren. Okay. What about... No, that one's... Okay, okay, okay. See if he owns any rusty spoons. Yeah, I'll check. I'll check Alpha Gamers. Let's see. I just want to believe that there's, like, more in here. What about this? No nightmares could capture the calamity of these days. Interesting. Can I... The raven may come if I show myself... I think I already grabbed the seeds, right? So I don't want to go out there yet. Okay, so... Just trying to see if there's anything else I can possibly interact with in here that I might have missed. Because I did miss some things before, so I'm just trying to trying to really... Oh, wait, the trap never triggered. Hold on. Wait a minute. Why is the trap not triggering? Do I need to interact with it for it to trigger? I thought this rat trap to be unusable, but I believe it may still function. That's just the weirdest sentence. There's so many sentences that seem really strange. Oh, I interacted with it and I saw the spring loader go back. So I do have to interact with that to make it work. Okay, so there it goes. Okay, so go back. We're gonna get this rat. Okay, so we got the rat. Give me the rat. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so now I should have the seeds, the rat, the needle, right? So I have all the items. So let's now go back over here, and we're gonna go down this way, and we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna see if we can make this bottle work. This ink is poisonous. This seems different. When I speak to the raven, he may demand that I give him the rat. Right? That's how you get the good ending. I could use the ink and needle to poison the rodent. Let's do it. Okay, we now have a poisonous rat. Okay, all right, so we're gonna get the last ending here. All right, cool, I like it. I can dig it, I can dig it. All right, here we go, last ending, guys. So it was just a situation where like I needed to get all the items and interact with everything. So here we go. Final ending. Come at me, Raven. Come at me, bro. Let's go. This is like the most interesting part of this game though, is like the weird interactions they have between each other. It's so strange. Good day, sir. Excuse me. I could not help myself noticing a delicacy in your hand. May I ask you what a lone soul might be doing perched upon a building holding a bag of seeds? These seeds belong to you now, good Raven. Take them, and in return, I wish to speak to you of your destructive manner. Yes, why did you kill everybody, Raven? I accept your gift, your offering, with a vigor. But I would have hardly consider myself destructive. Bad bird. Bad bird. Destructive. I do not view you with the authority to tell such lies. Your kind have descended upon the earth and spread a mortal plague among its people. It's like there are like parts where it feels like I'm watching like two political leaders like interacting with each other. It's really weird. Like it's like they're being formal with each other and like, yes, well, I believe that you've done the wrong thing, and I believe it to not be an okay action for you to have committed, and I believe we should discuss this further. Yeah, it's just very weird. Hey, Jeb Hanlon! What am I gonna cook next? I don't know, dude. We'll figure out. I will do a cooking stream eventually. I just don't know when I'm gonna do it. But glad to hear that you're interested in them, so I might do some more pretty soon. We'll see. I also want to do more painting streams, so, you know, we're just kind of changing it up. I'm kind of, like, trying different things, seeing what I like, seeing what you guys like, and any feedback you guys give me, like, for example, you coming in and asking, like, you know, when the next cooking stream is going to happen, like, that's good feedback, so thank you so much. So yeah, we'll definitely do more cooking. And I was also brainstorming. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it right now because they're just brainstorms, but I was brainstorming about some other things I might try, like just different off-the-wall kinds of streaming and things like that. So, you know, I just want to experiment, try different things here and there, and see how it all works out. Anyways, moving on. You have left our homes barren and our cities in ruins. How dare you, Raven? Not a single person lives to share my grief. How? Yeah, poor little man. I love that. That's like one of my favorite lines that comes out of the Raven. Poor little man. It's just so belittling to hear him say that. Wrath of Wood says, fine day for a plague. Indeed, good sir. Flies away. I could grieve with you. I could comfort you. I could be your friend. It could be a possibility. And sit upon your shoulder when you become torn, but only if you have a gift to give to a sympathetic raven. I mean, it's not me. It's the other raven. It's my friend Raven. He's over there. Like, his name's Bob. If you could give me a gift for him, that'd be great. He's the sympathetic one. Me, not so much. Indeed, dear Raven. Indeed. Most indubitably. I have something that might interest you. I am surprised at your change in heart. It's a rat. Would you like this rat? Is it delicious? But I gladly take your gift. Does it fit your exquisite taste? A tee. It's totally not poisoned. A tee. Quite closely. But I find it slightly bitter. Slightly bitter, just a little bit. I love bitter things, actually. They're quite delicious. But don't give me ink. I'm not going to drink ink. No, thank you. Still, I thank you for the gift. I see. You are very welcome, dear Raven. I believe we may find some common ground upon our past. I feel you truly have changed, friend. Dear Raven, is something amiss? Human, what have you done? Why, Raven, I do not know what you speak of. I thought you had changed. You are nothing but an actor, just like the rest of your kind. I would think a plague like this would make a man more sympathetic. Yet still, you have no hesitancy to bring a creature down. Oh, I feel bad for this raven. Down into the soil of the earth. You monster. You monster. The world will soon be yours, but I refuse to give you the pleasure of watching me perish. Is he just gonna fall out of the sky? Yeah, he is. Oh, yeah. I kind of feel bad for the raven. I just like ravens and crows and stuff like that, so that's probably why, but... I mean, it did bring on a plague that... Venomous. You unlocked the aggressive ending. Venomous. Alright. Well... we did it, guys. That's all the endings. I did all 4 of them. That was dark. The bad ending was kind of my favorite, though, because it was super, super spooky. What an interesting game! I liked that. I really enjoyed that. That was cool. It looks like this guy's got another thing over here. It says, enjoying my friend is a raven? Check out my other game, My Beautiful Paper Smile. Who knows, maybe I'll look into it. This guy has a particular, like, quality that I really like. Like, just all the sketchiness of it and, like, I don't know, it's really creepy and eerie, and I like it. And like what Hell for Gamers was saying, it does make me kind of think of, like, Salad Fingers, because, like, for example, like, Salad Fingers is, like, kind of like a horror thing, but it's not so much absolutely horrifying as it's, like really creepy and eerie and off-putting. And this game really does that. It's very off-putting and weird and, like, bleh. Like, you know? T-Love T says, Uno reverse card. I reversed it on you, evil raven. Wrath of Wood says, well, that happened. I like it. You know, Wrath of Wood, I like it too. I thought that was really nice. It was just a very interesting game, and I don't know, I do like games like that, like, because, like, one of the things is that, like, a lot of games that are horror games, they have this thing where horror games are all about building up an atmosphere, you know, like, they want you to feel absorbed into their world, and, like, they want you to feel, like, an overall sense of dread right before they really pound you with the horror. And obviously this game wasn't like a horror pounding kind of game, but what it did do was it totally absorbed me in the atmosphere of what it was building, the creepy atmosphere of everything happening. And, like, I wanted to know more. Like, I was constantly, like, telling you guys that I wanted to know, like, why things were the way that they were, and, like, why why the human race was extinct. Obviously, it was a plague situation, but I mean, there were so many things going on, and, like, one of the things, too, is I liked the whole, like, humanizing element of the raven as well. It made it, like, it was like as if, like, there was no real evil thing. There wasn't, like, an enemy. It was just, it was like an innocent man who is not necessarily a sympathetic person, but is still, you know, a normal, innocent person. And then you have an innocent raven just being a raven, right? And, like, they each have their own, you know, like, it's like they were living their lives and neither of them were sympathetic to what they had done. So it's like you have a normal man who is living his life, and he was unsympathetic to a raven, but, I mean, that wasn't necessarily, like, definitive as being evil. It was just, like, he's just not sympathetic towards, you know, an animal that's dying. And, so, like, he was just like, well, I don't need to feel sympathy for this animal because it's dying, like, I will move on with my life. So he wasn't inherently evil, he was just not a sympathetic person. But then you see that same idea reflected in the raven, where, like, the raven is just living his life, you know, like, he's not, like, actively being evil. It just so happens that he is spreading a plague, and it's not his intention to spread a plague, that's just what his life is. And so he is unsympathetic to the fact that, well, I'm just being me, like, I'm not sympathizing with a human being because human beings have nothing to do with me, you know, kind of like how the human was with the raven. And, like, he's just living his life. So it's like two parties, two people or two characters, I should say, that are just being themselves, and it just so happens that they meet at like an impasse where like one was unsympathetic and it nearly caused the death of a raven and he felt nothing for it, and then the other one being unsympathetic and making a mass extinction, that was totally not the creature's fault. And like it was just really interesting because in most horror games there's like a definitive evil or a definitive monster or whatever, and this was a horror story with a really great atmosphere, a creepy atmosphere that really pulls you in, where a terrible, awful thing has happened in the world and it's nobody's fault. Like it's nobody's specific fault. And that's what made it so deep and interesting, and I really liked that. I really enjoyed that, and it definitely gave me some chills at multiple different points. Like I said, the evil ending, like the bad ending, was definitely the spooky one, and I really enjoyed that. Wrath of Woods says, I was getting Bendy and the Ink Machine vibes. Yeah, I've never played Bendy and the Ink Machine, but I've seen clips of it. And I'm a person who actively watches playthroughs of other, gamers and stuff like that. But Bendy and the Ink Machine was not one that I watched. I was not very heavily interested in it. I'm not sure why. It just never caught my attention in particular. But I can definitely, based on the few clips that I've seen of that game, I can definitely see the stylized similarities, but it was very different. I just thought the overall story was really well done, and it was very intriguing. Which side am I on? That's the thing is like about this game is you can't really pick a side. Like that was the whole point of like what I think the game was all about, is that like overall like nobody in this game is wrong. Like, I like ravens, like I really do a lot. You guys might have noticed based on my title of the video of the stream that I consider ravens to be my spirit animal. I've seen them a lot, interacted with them a few times in real life, and I actually have a raven tattoo on my back right here. And a big one. It's a 9x5 tattoo, and it's a raven. And I got it a long time ago because at that time, even now, I still consider it to be my spirit animal. So that's why I'm really sympathetic for ravens, and I really enjoy them, and I think they're very interesting animals. But even despite the fact that I really love ravens a lot, and crows, because they're basically the same birds, with only a few minor differences between each other. But despite the fact that I really like ravens a lot and crows, I don't feel like I can pick a side. Like I can't say that I'm on the side of the raven, because the idea is that the raven, through being a raven, being a natural raven, doing its normal raven thing, caused a mass extinction. And I can't really take the side of the human, because the human didn't do anything wrong, but they didn't do anything good either, It's a juxtaposition between like two innocent parties that have found themselves in the middle of a horrifying situation. And even though you could potentially blame one or the other, you can't honestly say that there is a blame towards one character or another. Like you can't definitively say that. Which, like I said, is really intriguing about this game overall. I thought it was great. So I think that's going to be it, guys. I definitely, I knew this was going to be a short stream. I kind of planned it that way. And it actually went on a bit longer because the game was estimated to be about a 40-minute game, and this has been about an hour and 20 minutes, and I think that's pretty good. Oh, that was a historical question, but it's if you answer. Okay, T-Love T, I trust you. It's an interesting game. It makes you think really hard about what's going on and the moral, juxtaposition between the characters and all that. It's very good. I liked it a lot. But Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to call it here. Thank you all so much for coming out. I had a great time hanging out with you guys. All you guys that came out and hung out, I really appreciate it. You guys rock. I love the support. I love having you guys hang out with me. Like, just being here and hanging out with me is an amazing amount of support. I love all of you guys for it. And I will definitely... getting 4 happy endings with Hobbs, Wrath of Woods says. Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. So, thank you all so much for being out here. I had a great time, and I hope you guys had a great time too. And I will definitely see you guys in the next video. So just remember, like I always love to say, follow your dreams, guys, okay? I'll see you next time. Bye.